Welcome back for part 3 of our unit circle. So far we have the degrees in red here labeled around the unit circle. We also have the radians in blue. Now we're going to fill in these coordinate points. So first of all, this is called the unit circle because it has a radius of length 1. So the length right here is 1 unit. So this is the point at 1, 0. So we're going over 1, up 0. So we can go to you can probably fill in all of the coordinate points on the axes now. This point would be 0, 1. Getting used to my writing tool here. Over here at pi radians, we are to the left 1, so now we're at -1, 0. And down here, we're at 0, -1. So those are the coordinate points. So if this is length 1, that's how far I've gone. Now for these points up here, the length 1 is the radius. So what I'm trying to find is how far did I go to the right and how far did I go up to get to that point. Now you can see that this is a 30-degree angle right here, which you're probably familiar with, a 30, 60, 90 right triangle. So in here I have a right triangle, and my hypotenuse of that right triangle is a length of 1. So we could label the other sides using the rule that 1 square root of 3, 2 rule, but you have to divide by 2 because of the radius. Anyway, what that means for us is that the distance across here is the square root of 3 divided by 2. And the distance up right here is 1 over 2, which is 1/2. And the 1/2, for me, that's kind of easy to remember because if you look across right here, that is halfway up. So this is more than halfway. It's my square root of 3 over 2 number. And the vertical rise there is 1/2. So this is in a 30, 60, 90 right triangle, and that is the coordinate point. Over here at the 60-degree angle, I'm going to jump to that one for a minute because if I draw that right triangle, I'm going to get a 30, 60, 90 triangle just turned the other way. So what that means is for this direction, if I go 1/2 over to the right, whoa, sorry about that. Then when I go up, it's 1/2 to the right, and then I'm going to go up square root of 3 over 2. So that gives me those 2 points. They're the same numbers, just in reverse. The middle one here is a 45, so that means it's a 45, 45, 90 right triangle, which the pattern for those is 1, 1, root 2. Since this length here is actually 1, not square root of 2, we have to divide by the square root of 2. And when you do that, the number you get is square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2. Because it's an isosceles triangle, both legs have the same length. They're both square root of 2 over 2. Anyway, if you don't understand that, you can look back at 30, 60, 90 right triangles and 45, 45 right triangle lessons. Now, the good news is we're basically done because these points are all going to be the same, just with negative signs in each quadrant. So for example, my 30-degree angle right here, the 150-degree angle still has a 30-degree reference angle. So when we talked about reference angles before, this is why it's important. This 30-degree reference angle has the same values as 150 degrees because it's also a 30-degree reference angle. The difference is that I'm in the second quadrant, so instead of going positive, positive, I'm going to go negative, positive. So this is negative square root of 3 over 2, positive 1/2. And the 45-degree angle is going to be negative square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2. And the 60-degree angle is going to be negative 1/2, square root of 3 over 2. So you can see that these angles here matched up, these matched up, and these match up. So they match up straight across. It's not like you keep going rotating in a pattern there. They're like reflected over. Now, the same thing's going to be true in quadrant 3. We're just going to be, everything's negative in quadrant 3. So we're going to go left, negative square root of 3 over 2, negative 1/2. And this one would be negative square root of 2 over 2, negative square root of 2 over 2. And then we have negative 1/2, negative square root of 3 over 2. Same points. This one matches with this one. This one matches with this